Grasping time. Digital and analog clocks. Hello learners. Today we're going to venture into a very important topic in English language learning, time telling. We're going to focus on something you see every day, but might not have thought about much: digital and analog clocks. This will help you understand the difference between them, and how to tell time using both types of clocks. First things first, let's talk about what analog and digital clocks are. An analog clock is a traditional clock with an hour hand and a minute hand. Sometimes, it also includes a second hand. On the other hand, a digital clock shows time using numbers displayed usually in hours, minutes format, like 10:30, which represents 10:30. Remember, it's important to understand these two different ways of representing time because they are both used in the English-speaking world. Now, let's take a closer look at analog clocks. They use hands to point at numbers around a circular face to represent the hour, minute, and sometimes the second. When the small hand points at a number, that's the hour. The longer hand shows the minute. For example, if the small hand is pointing at 3 and the big hand is pointing at 12, it means the time is 3 o'clock. If the small hand points at 5 and the big hand at 6, it's 5:30 or 5:30. Now, let's move on to digital clocks. Digital clocks display time as numbers. The first 1 or 2 digits represent the hour, and the last 2 digits after the colon represent the minutes. For example, 4 o'clock represents 4 o'clock, and 15:45 means 15:45, or 3:45 in the afternoon in 12-hour format. It's also important to learn some common time-related vocabulary. A clock, used to tell the exact hour with no added minutes. For example, it's 2 o'clock. Past, used when minutes are added to the hour up to 30. For example, it's 3:20. Half past, used to represent 30 minutes past the hour. For example, it's 4:30. Quarter, represents 15 minutes. Quarter past, means 15 minutes after the hour, and quarter to, means 15 minutes before the next hour. For example, it's 2:15, and it's 6:15. And there you have it. That's your basic introduction to telling time in English with both analog and digital clocks. Remember, practice is key. Try to practice telling time in both formats to become more comfortable with them. I hope you found this video helpful. Happy learning, and see you in our next lesson.